Namaste. Hello and a warm welcome. Welcome to Akankssha's YouTube channel Multidimensional Soul and this audiobooks and talk series dedicated to Akankssha's son and spirit guide Arnav. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, do subscribe, like and share this knowledge and wisdom. Do share your experiences in the comments. What resonates with you the most? What insights do you receive from these teachings? Let's keep this energy of knowledge and wisdom flowing as the energy loves to move, and this is an energy exchange. Proof of God's Existence by Paramahansa Yogananda. Someone once asked me, "Can you give me an explanation that will help me to believe in the existence of God?" "Yes," I replied. "How else can you account for the obvious intelligence that underlies all creation, from the single atom to complex man?" Then I further explained to him in this way. Here is a table, on it is a pitcher of water, throughout this room there is air to breathe, outside there is a tree, the sky, the warm sun. Each of these things is disparate in appearance. But they are all the result of a differentiation of one universal vibration. How is it that this one vibratory cosmic energy becomes solids, or liquids, or gases? By what mysterious process are these varying rates of vibration so coordinated as to make human life possible? Behind all manifestation there must be a guiding intelligent force that is the prime cause of all creation. For instance, we are here on our little Earth, somewhere in space, orbiting the far distant sun of our universe. Without the cooperation of the sun's light and warmth, life on Earth could not exist. We have the sensation of hunger, and nature supplies our need for food. When ingested, some unknown power transforms that food into energy and tissues for the body. All the miracles of life that we take for granted are proof of the existence of an omnipresent divine intelligence behind the processes of nature. Beholding the blossoms of the earth and the starry flowers in the infinite fields of the sky, how can one not wonder, is there a hidden beauty behind these finite patterns? Is there an intelligence behind man's intellect? The blossoms of life in the garden of earthly existence are enchanting to behold. But somewhere there is a fount of beauty and intelligence, even more enthralling, from which we have come and into which we shall merge again. Everything in the universe is related. And through the right use of our God-given human intelligence, we begin to see that all life is linked to one supreme intelligence. We may sometimes think we are puppets of destiny, but when we project our intelligence beyond limited delusive forms and examine the extent of our consciousness and mental perception, we realize that within us there is a spark of the divine power, that which is creating and sustaining all life, just waiting to be kindled. In the scriptures of every true religion, we read that God is all-powerful, infinite, and eternal. Through the windows of the scriptures, we glimpse the divine power in which all things are rooted. But our minds, with their finite understanding, conditioned by the laws of causation, cannot encompass eternity, so, we live within the limited circle of our mental capacity. Almighty God is both within and beyond that circle. In the Bhagavad Gita it is said, "Some behold the soul in amazement. Similarly, others describe it as marvelous. Still others listen about the soul as wondrous. And there are others who, even after hearing all about the soul, do not comprehend it at all." In countless ways, human reasoning shows us that God is the cause of all things. But proof of the existence of God cannot be had by intellectual deduction alone. If we are to realize God, which is the sole purpose of our existence, we must learn to go beyond ordinary thought processes, for He is beyond the measure of human reason. He cannot be fully grasped by a mind always occupied with objects of desire and with emotional disturbances of pleasure and pain. To attain a higher state of consciousness and divine perception, it is necessary through meditation to withdraw the mind from its continual restless activity. In that interiorized state, spiritual sensitivity, or intuition, awakens. Intuition is that power of spirit inherited by the soul by which truth is perceived directly, without the medium of any other faculty. As the vastness of the ocean cannot be contained in a small cup, so it is impossible to receive infinite wisdom in the finite cup of human intelligence. Man's consciousness must be expanded if it is to hold the illimitable ocean of truth. Proof of God's existence is felt in meditation. As confined water rushes out in all directions when the walls that hold it are broken, so also the consciousness of man is freed when the embankments of bigotry, egocentricity, and restlessness are broken. By the practice of meditation, the consciousness expands and merges with the blissful, omnipresent consciousness of spirit. The purpose of meditation is to calm the mind, that without distortion it may mirror omnipresence. Calmness in meditation is the primary positive state of mental expansion. The bliss of divine union with God is the final state. The ultimate proof of God's existence will come through your own experience in meditation. Once you have found Him in the cathedral of silent meditation in the depths of your soul, you will find Him everywhere. We're going to read footnote now. The self is spirit manifested in man as the immortal individualized soul, a perfect reflection of God. Realization of the self that dwells within is the first introduction to Spirit, the Lord who is both immanent, omnipresent in all creation, and transcendent, the blissful Absolute. End of article. This article, Proof of God's Existence, by Paramahansa Yogananda is featured in the book Journey to Self-Realization. This book is part of a series of anthologies of Paramahansa Yogananda's collected talks and essays. This article was published in 1940. Thank you for tuning in and soaking in all the knowledge and sharing it with others. Namaste.
This is a series of audiobooks and insightful lectures brought to you by Akanksshaa, dedicated to exploring timeless wisdom and spiritual teachings. Each recording is generated with love, honoring my journey and my connection with higher guidance, especially in tribute to my son Arnav, who now guides me from beyond. May these words awaken the divine love within you, bring you peace and inspiration on your own path, and may divine light within shine bright. May whatever merit arises from these readings be for the benefit of all sentient beings. Namaste.